Sharks. My name is Brett Parker.
And I'm Stephanie Parker, and we're from Fort Worth, Texas.
Our company is Sleeping Baby, and we're here seeking an investment of $200,000 in exchange for 10% of our company.
For new parents, the most valuable commodity is sleep. You'll do anything to get your baby to sleep longer. Our product is a sleep insanity saver for parents and babies everywhere.
When our daughter, Charlotte, was a newborn, we practiced the swaddle technique, where we wrapped her up like a little burrito, and the tight and cozy fit helped her sleep through the night. This is our son, Maverick. He's all snug in his swaddle, and then all of a sudden, like most babies, eventually, they break out. And they start scratching the face, waking themselves up, and that's never good for the baby or the parent. Well, our daughter, as she got older, began waking up every 15 minutes. We were exhausted. We knew that we had to do something to transition off the swaddle.
Out of desperation and exhaustion, I sat down on my little sewing machine, and the fabulous Zippity Zip was born. Like a swaddle, it mimics the cozy enclosed environment of the womb, but it also allows a baby to push up and roll over and wiggle around safely and freely. I'll show you a little bit of how it works. So this is our little son, Maverick again, sleeping in a Zippity Zip. And he startles, and as you can see, because of the slight resistance in the arms, he's able to put himself back to sleep without my help.
Aww.
So, when our daughter tried the Zippity Zip the first time, she slept 12 hours, which means we slept 12 hours that night. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of our Zippity Zips so you can see the fabulous quality.
So who startled the baby just to make a great video?
Me. I know, right? I was like, oh gosh.
What's yours got on it, Kevin? Monsters.
Okay, so why don't you tell us how many of these little straight jackets you're selling?
We've sold a few. We've sold about 25,000.
What do you sell them for?
$34.95 to $39.95.
When did you start selling them?
2.5 years. So we've sold a little over $1 million worth.
Wow.
Do you sell them direct? Do you sell them wholesale?
100% of our business is through our own site.
Online.
100%?
100%.
Good for you.
So how did you get the word out there about it? How do people know to get it?
There's an incredible community of moms that when their babies are sleeping, they talk. We have done no marketing.
Guys, we're trying to make $200 a month so my wife could stay at home with the baby. We invested $700 into this business.
Total.
That's it. Built a $500 website, grabbed $200 of fabric, and threw it together. And when it went live, we did $200 in 5 minutes, shut it off. And my wife said, what am I going to do? And I said, you're going to learn how to sew.
So what makes the baby fall asleep in this? Because he's not tight.
No, I can tell you a little bit of science behind it. So a baby, when they're stuck in the womb for a really long time, they're in that little tiny ball, right? And so when they are out of the womb, all of a sudden there's this freedom, and they have something called a Moro reflex.
A what?
A Moro reflex, it's a startle reflex, so that when a baby puts their arms out, they kind of feel like they're falling, and so they jolt. And just like you saw right there. And so they need to feel their edges. And if they're able to feel their edges, then they're able to fall back asleep a lot more efficiently.
So it's a womb-like protective state.
Exactly.
Okay, so if I gave you $200,000, could you quadruple your production?
Immediately.
And you know which SKUs you would do that to?
I would do it with my new prints that I know for a fact will sell, and I'll tell you why. I have actually vetted these prints with all of my online followers, so they vote on them.
Wow.
And they choose what they want. I cannot tell you the community of women that is part of our process. It's just it's mind-blowing. Last year we lost our baby, and we had an incredible community of people that were willing to be there for us and vice versa for them, in terms of just feeling like they could go to our social media pages and share some of their hearts. And so there's no duplicating that.
Steph, so sorry about your baby.
You know, if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't have Maverick.
Yeah.
So I am so grateful, and he's in his Zippity Zip sleeping right now.
You know, it's interesting. I have found throughout the years of creating product and dealing with a lot of different entrepreneurs that the people that are really putting out good have a lot of good coming back to them. I think you're doing everything right.
Thank you.
I'd like to give you an offer. I'm going to give you 200,000, but I'd like 25% because I think that it's going to require a certain amount of help from me in helping you to build the brand and get it out there. But I really like the proof of concept.
Thank you. First of all, we're grateful. But if it's okay with you, we'd love to hear some other things.
Do you want to go into retail? Is that one of the things you'd like to do, or do you want to keep this as a community online?
You know, a lot of the questions that you guys ask